Hey everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to share my church thrift haul with you. Some of this stuff I got for free, like they were giving some of the Easter stuff away for free, and they always have a free section. So now that I'm starting to learn from you guys crafting and repurposing stuff, I look at stuff in a new way now, where before I would have been like, oh, I don't need that, or it's broken. Well, you know, broken. But this was out in their free section. It's a little bit stained up here. It's just, I like the picture. It's San Giorgio and the dragon. Actually, it's ripped a little. I'm not sure who that is. I know I can look it up online. But I actually got it for the mat. It's a little stained here. I don't know if I could wash that off, or if maybe I could use the mat for something else, and then there's a blue mat underneath it. But it was free, so I took that. I'm like, I can do something with that. Or there's even the cardboard on back. I can use it. And then I found this frame. Usually I wouldn't like this frame. I showed you guys the one I got yesterday. It was a little more ornate. This one already has a hanger on the back. It's got glass. Yeah, this is just kind of like a cheap, it's wooden, but it's, maybe it's not cheap, but it's like, one of those 60s or 70s frames. I'm like, well, I can, paint it, of course. I could take out the glass, leave the back on after, and, put some string across or whatever to do like they do at Michael's. It does have this, somebody made it, obviously. I don't know what the technique is, if it's yarn. It's like a skier. It's not something I would want. I don't really, I don't like winter. So I don't really care for winter pictures unless it's like a Christmas scene or something. Then that's different with churches and stuff. But yeah, if anybody likes this, it's homemade. It's I'm not sure what the material is, but I'm going to take it out of the frame later. So if anybody likes it, I can send in friend mail. If any of you guys like that. I'm not, like I said, I don't, it looks like yarn. I'm not sure, what the stitches or anything like that, but it was free, so I got it for the frame. They were getting rid of their Easter stuff too. Some of it they're, putting it for free. I saw this little basket. I thought it was kind of cute. The little bunny. I can put stuff in there, or, or fill it up maybe next year if I send it in a friend mail. I just thought it was cute. And this too, I think, yeah, this is from a store. It might be from, it's still got the tag on it. I thought someone had made it, but it's made out of felt. It's, like flowers. Thought that was cute for, or if I put that in friend mail too and fill it with, whatever. So, and then I got this frame. Like I told you guys before, I would have looked at the stuff before and would have been like, yeah, because it was just the frame. There's no glass, nothing. But I'm like, oh, I can, do something with that. I can either, put it over another thing and make a shadow box or whatever. So, yeah, I've learned from you guys to, like I said before, I would have been like, that's garbage. There's no glass in it, or whatever. And then I got this for 50 cents. They're getting a lot better with the fake flowers. This has never been used, or if it did, I don't know why they would. I mean, it's not like keeping plastic on a couch, but there's plastic still all on all the roses, and there's actually still this. Well, I guess they never did use it because the tag is still on here. But it's probably one of the 6 feet ones, so I thought that was really pretty. I like the color of the roses. I'll probably put it over a doorway or whatever when I move, and and then I found these. You guys know I love to read, and I love, like the fake books. I actually found a couple today. One is like the other ones I've shown you guys. This one's, it doesn't open, so I just put them, like 1 or 2, and then a knick-knack on top on a bookshelf or something. This one just says Ragdoll Rhymes. I'm not sure who made these. I keep finding these now. I don't know if someone in our local area makes them, or, you know, people, I don't know, but I found a lot of them. And then I like this box. It looks like a book someone had made. It says the Holy Bible. I don't know if somebody actually did keep their Bible in there. It just seems a little too thin for me to, you know, to hold a Bible in there, but it might, you know, because they do make smaller Bibles. And then I found this. I wasn't really going to get it at first, and then I'm like, you know, it's got like real dried flowers and the 3 hearts. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I might actually use it for what it's intended for, because it's a photo mat. It's never been used. Or I might just, I don't know, we'll see. This was in the free section too. Yeah, I've never even played this game. I can't even remember what it's called. But they didn't have any of the little pegs or anything for it. It was just in one of the free boxes. And I was like, well, that's kind of a nice base. I can, you know, whether I cover it with some material and maybe even, you know, put something, you know, or paint it and then, you know, do something on the surface. I don't know. But now, like I said, I'm learning from you guys to, you know, I was like, wow, that's a nice piece of, you know, it's real wood and everything. It's obviously a quality, you know, one of the quality games. And it's even numbered. This was in the, I want to look at this later. This was in the free section too. I don't know what year this is. I always like looking at copyright dates to see. I don't see a copyright date, but it's got to be from the 60s or 70s. It's a little book, more than a pamphlet, on the guide to the Smithsonian Institution. I've never been there, but I love history and, you know, all that stuff. So I saw this, and of course I grabbed it. You know, there's pictures in there, and it tells, you know, who started it in 18 something. I haven't really looked at it yet. So I can't wait to, you know, some of the treasures. Like I love, it's a show called Mysteries at the Museum. I love that show. I'll stick that there so I don't. And then I found they have a bunch of these patterns there, and I don't know why I told you guys I got the Raggedy Ann and Andy the other day. I just liked the cover, and then you guys know I'm a nurse's aide, so I actually found this one today. I don't know if I'd ever make scrubs. I know they're pretty easy, but you know I don't have a sewing machine or whatever. But I just grabbed that one. It's newer, but I, you know, just grabbed it. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. This one isn't really a big display type thing. I got these older ones because I thought they'd be cute for display or to put like 3 or 4 in a frame or something together. Like this men's one from McCall's. I'm not sure how old it is. Well, actually, it says it's $12.95, so it can't be that old unless patterns are really expensive today. And you know, then there's this one. This one's kind of older, obviously. This was $3.50. It's Strawberry Shortcake Fashions. I thought that was kind of cute, you know, vintagey. This one's a Vogue. I assume all the patterns are inside of it. I mean, they do have paper in each one of them, so I'd be a little bit mad if I was actually going to make these things and, you know, didn't have all the patterns. Then there was this one. Then there was this one with a little, you know, kids' clothes, ABC. I thought that was cute. And this with some more men's kind of clothes. This looks 80s to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I just thought they were, you know, cute to, you know, maybe display or whatever. Oh, speaking, I wrote down a couple names. Last night I asked you guys what I should do, you know, with that white frame. Like I said, that Michaels does with the string across it or whatever. Bambi Olson, she asked me, it's like, why don't you use dowels? I never, you know, it's like for anybody that's never thought of that themselves, you could use dowels across the frame and you know, hang ribbon and stuff. I would have never have thought of that. So that came from Bambi Olsen. So yeah, now I'm like getting more frames. I'm like, oh, I can do that with this because I do want one for that, but I want one for my paper clips and all that stuff too. And another thing was today, or not today, I think it was her video last night. Kathy's cards. She made 2. She calls them altered chairs. You know, they're just regular chairs that she, you know, puts lace on or whatever. You know. And I thought they were cute. She made the first one. It was super cute. It had like a shawl on it and a little grandma's hat and, you know, other stuff. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. So I actually found this little bench today. Hers were bigger than these, but I'm like, you know, this is what I found today. So I picked up this. I'm like, oh, I can do that. Try to do some lace. Or I was even thinking I got a little chair too of doing, you know, maybe a little button seat and different buttons on the seat or something. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. But yeah, it's Kathy's Cards. You guys will have to check that out. I found this in the free section. It was on a used candle. I thought that was really pretty, so I just took the wreath because it was like one of those little, the little votive candles that was half used. It's like I don't need an old used candle, so I got that little wreath. I can even put that on like one of my porcelain dolls or something. I got a bunch of free baskets. I didn't really need them, but I got them. These were the Easter baskets. I thought this was really pretty. It's got like a little flower up there. It's got all kinds of... I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's yellow, you know. Like I said... Oh, this even still has a tag on it. It was $7. It's amazing how much stuff gets donated that, you know, people have never used or never took the tag off, or... You know, or I could even fill this up for next year or anytime. It's kind of cute. I mean, it doesn't have to be Easter. You know, fill it up with goodies for a friend mail. And then I found there's a couple little bears that came with the little tables or the little chairs. I didn't really need them, but they're kind of cute. So, you know, they came with it, so I have them. Some of the stuff, if I don't use, like I've got a lot of stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this for the craft room to store stuff in, this and that and the other thing. I know once I move, I'm going to have too much, like, you know, where am I going to put this? Where, you know. So a lot of the stuff, too, if I don't use it, you know, I can always donate it back or, you know, give it free to somebody else. So, yeah, you know, once I get situated again, when I move and can put stuff, you know, then I'll see what I have, storage-wise and what I don't need, you know, if I have whatever, because I do want to get some of those, you know, like the rainbow storage things from Michaels. But yeah, they had this there. I guess you could do cups from it. It's wrought iron. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm like, oh, that would be cute for the craft room. I don't know if maybe ribbon. Well, I don't know if ribbon would. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you do with that? Hang off that. I know if you make jewelry, of course, you could do jewelry, but I don't know. I just thought it was. I paid, I think, $2 for it. I'm not sure. We'll see. Give me some ideas. But then I found this. The other chair I was talking about was smaller, but I found this Adirondack chair too. I thought it was kind of cute. It came with this little doll in it. I don't know if I really care for her or not. She needs a little bit of cleaning on her forehead. She does have some, you know, a basket with some buttons and some thread, and, you know, she's kind of old-fashioned. She's probably one of those, a stitch in time. She's kind of cute, but I don't know. If anybody really likes her, you know. I owe some people friend mail. Well, she's even got a beautiful tag and stuff, so she probably was Robin Betterly, 1997, intended for adult collectors. Oh, so this is probably one of those, you know, $50 dolls or something. You know, some of these catalogs is from the Folk Tales collection. I don't know if anybody's... Oh, there's even a blanket. I didn't even notice. She's got like a blanket she was sewing on her arm. It's cute. It's just, I don't know. But maybe if someone really likes it, it can go in friend mail. I just wanted the Adirondack chair. Here's another little basket I got for free. I thought it was kind of cute with the little stars. Like I said, I'm getting all these baskets, and then, you know, if I don't use them or whatever in my craft room, you know, I can donate them back or whatever. This was the other little chair I got that I want to try to do with Kathy's thing. It has a little hole in the bottom. They had a little coaster on it. I was like, at first, I'm like, I don't need that little coaster. I'm just going to take that off. But I can put some fabric over that, whatever. I've seen them with the little things on the bottom. I don't know if they used to be little, like plant things. I don't know if they used to be like little plant holders or what, but, so I got that. I found a bunch of these buckets for free. I actually like the color. I could, they don't specifically say, Easter, but that's what they have. Like, they have the blue, they have like a lighter blue, dark blue, and a purple. I think I have a couple other ones. But I was like, oh, even a friend mail if I, you know, decorate them or, you know, put some stuff into them or whatever. So, I mean, for free. I thought they were cute, or I can, well, actually, I actually like all the colors. So even if I just put them on a shelf in my, you know, when I do get my craft room set up and have pins in one or, you know, whatever. Here's the other little bear I got with that tray. Or not the tray, the little, oh, it's a rust bear. I believe in you. I found this book for free. It's called The Human Zoo by Desmond Morris, author of The Naked Ape. It's probably from the 70s, I would assume. Nope, 1969. Close. It's really not my kind of book. I'm not sure if it's kind of like a Planet of the Apes kind of thing. I watched the Planet of the Apes movie a couple times. It's not really my thing, but I've seen it just because it was on. So I'm not sure, but I was like, well, you know, we'll see. It kind of sounds interesting, you know. Hopefully it's not too violent or something. I don't know, but for free, you know, I was like, oh, it's kind of, because I don't know if it's like, you know, the apes kind of took over, you know, or were the world first, and then humans were, you know, and then they were, I don't know. But we'll, I'll get to it someday. Here's another little bucket. Oh, that's cute. The little bunny that I got for free. I actually found a bunch of craft books there. They had a ton, but I never really looked through them before. Should look through these later tonight. This one is called Paper Trends. It's almost like a magazine. Yeah, 6 issues. Huh. I've never seen that around here, but I haven't really looked at the... I mean, this could be older one, too, that, you know, a lot of magazines now, they don't even print them anymore. Here's another one, Paper Trends. This is from Stamping Up. I think someone actually recommended them, because I was asking last night if anybody knows of any, the monthly, you know how they do the monthly food ones and the monthly, you know, dog stuff. If anybody knew of any clubs for, you know, paper crafts and stuff like that. And I think someone actually mentioned Stampin' Up. So that was a book from them. And then, what's this one? These are the first two. Or, yeah, I think there's another one in there. But this one's Making Cards in Minutes. Bravo Craft. I never heard of them. But I'm like, oh, that'd give me some ideas. And then there was this one. Oh, this is another Stamping Up. So, I'll keep those out to look through later. Oh my goodness. I found this little, this was out in the free stuff too. It's called the Work Basket. The Home and Needlecraft for Pleasure and Profit. Stuffed toys. The only needlework I ever did, I mean, I can sew on a button and stuff, but like I learned to cross stitch, which of course is pretty easy. In school, we had to learn it in home economics. So that's pretty much the only sewing, you know, and I do it, but I saw this and I'm like, you know, like some of the old pictures, I'm like, oh, some of those might be cool to cut out, because I know a lot of you guys do that and use them on projects, so, you know, like the old Sears catalog, so. I love when you see the old pictures like that from the 50s and stuff, you know. So I picked that up. I thought that'd be kind of cool to do something with. I found these. I guess these are supposed to be kind of like the cheap version of a, what was that? I got that bookmark the other day, the laminating. It said self-sealing laminating pouches. It's open. It's an 8x5x11, photo-safe, acid-free. I don't know if you can cut them down to make them smaller or if you have to use the... It said there were 10 in here, but it's open, so I don't know how many are in there now. But we'll see. I don't know if you have to... No machine needed, it says. I don't know if you can cut it down to size. We'll see. Because it'd be kind of cool to try to make my own bookmark. I got this for free. Birds and Blooms. I love birds and stuff. I don't really get that magazine, but I was like, maybe some of the pictures I can use, you know, in crafting. I found this frame there. It's kind of thick. It came with a plexiglass. There's no back to it. I liked the color, the blue, so I'm like, oh, maybe I can use that for something too. You know, and just put a piece of cardboard on the back or whatever. Then I found this. Usually I wouldn't have bought this either. It was just a box. But I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. I can make a, you know, now that I'm thinking outside the box, I can, you know, I'm like, I can make a shadow box or something. You know, put a backing on it or whatever. So I got that. Then I found this in the free section. The 157 recipes, ideas from the Bisquick. You know, one of the ones from the 50s or 60s. So I had to grab that. And then I had, K for Karen, if you watch this. I don't know if you want this. I can send it in a friend mail. I saw it had your name on it. It was in the free section. It's from Orchard Beach, ME. Is that Maine? I am so bad with, you know, I don't know if you'd want this or not, but it says Karen. It's got like stuff. I think it's Maine because it's got like the ocean and, you know, different things on it. So yeah, if you like this, Karen, let me know. I'll send it to you. In a friend mail. I just, you know, I was like, usually if it has a name, I don't really pick it up, but I saw Karen, so I was like, oh, maybe she'll like it. If not, it's not a big deal, but if you watch this, let me know. And then I got, last but not least, I got ribbon. I got some nice shades. Well, like I said, I was looking at Kathy's cards, her DIY chairs, and she used bigger ribbon and stuff, and I was like, oh, I need to get some, you know, because she made some that look like shawls, and I don't really have any of that lacy ribbon yet, so I was trying to look for some, but I didn't really find, like, big lace, but I found other laces, so I found, like, this purple. I found, it's just called Botanica. It says ribbon, but it's kind of, you know, there's different types of ribbon. You guys know that. This kind of peach color. I thought this was pretty. This blue with the... Here's another, like a blue satin. Kind of a baby pink. This pretty red. And, oh, I think they're the same red. Another red. So, yes. Give me some ideas on some of that stuff, what you guys would do. Like I said, check out Kathy's cards, her altered chairs, and if any of you had got inspiration from me seeing those frames, yeah, think about what Bambi Olson had said about using dowels in the frames or in the back of the frame, and using it for the spools of ribbon too and stuff, because I would have never. Yeah. I hope you guys all have a good night. If you like my video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and give me a thumbs up.